Hi there. So I said I would finish this, and so here I am. For 2018's Inktober, I only managed to get to day 12, and so now that 2019 Inktober is creeping in, I felt like I just had to do something about all these empty pages. So from this point on, you guys will see 18 hours of work in just about under 18 minutes. Amazing, right? Let's speed it up then, shall we? Buckle up for a long ride. Well, I guess it's a short ride for you guys, so sit back and enjoy my long ride. Yeah, so I was gutted because I couldn't manage to do every single day last year, and for me that was the goal, to do something every day. Inktober for me is all about that like daily drawing habit, getting those creative juices flowing and challenging myself every day, at least for this 1 month. So I took a brand new sketchbook and ink cartridge on the plane with me, so that when Inktober came around, I would be down and ready. And that is what happened for the first 12 days until I misplaced my sketchbook when I was moving again. So I was too busy then, and it just didn't happen last year, but I'm planning on doing it this year. That's not going to happen this year. So that's why I decided I just wanted to have an Inktober talk this video, shall we? I want to start off by saying that this is a challenge, and I know I've personally done this, but don't beat yourself up if you don't end up doing every single day. Aim for that if that's what you're in it for, but make sure it doesn't stress you out, because I mean, it's not really fun if it's stressful. Having fun is the whole point of this challenge, isn't it? So Inktober is really a personal challenge for everyone, and there's so many different ways to go about it. Contrary to what most people think, it's not just about the ink, you know what I mean? Even Jake Parker, who created this challenge, said that it's definitely evolved beyond that. So a tip I'd like to give out is making Inktober fit for you. So the thing is, some people will use ink, but some people won't even use ink, even though it's called Inktober. That's not really, I don't think, like the main focus of this challenge. Some people do Inktober with watercolors. Some people do Inktober digitally, believe it or not. That's pretty cool. Yeah, some people use color, some people don't use color. Some people, I like to keep it black and white. Sometimes just add like one single color on top of the black and white. And yeah, so why I use ink is because I don't find myself using ink any other time, and it's just a good time to practice, I guess. And I do tend to want to improve my line quality, which is what I achieved during Inktober. So yeah, it really is about making it your own, and it's what you want to achieve. You have to decide on that yourself. So one of the nicest things I think is looking back at all these pieces you drew during the challenge, and if you manage to pull off 31 drawings or however many, there's this like huge sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. I just think that feeling there is so worth it. Like, it's so worth doing this challenge for. Yeah, that's the beauty of this challenge and why I love it so much. I mean, I'm doing it for the 4th year in a row now. Yeah, this is a challenge basically that helps me grow and improve as an artist, so it's a no-brainer really. that's literally one of my life goals as an artist. I'm sure it probably is for most of you guys watching this. And yeah, I got a bit carried away there. So what were we saying again? Oh yeah, now I tend to pick a theme every year, something that I want to improve on, for example, and I'll utilize Inktober time to do this, just that. So what my theme was last year, 2018, I decided to draw an animal every single day because I'm definitely not comfortable drawing animals, and my drawings are horrible, especially my cats. You'll see throughout this video, every single cat I draw is just like, what even? But yeah, so that's what I do, and of course that's all great in that, but you don't have to go about it that way. This year I'll be in the middle of exam season, and so I'm going with something I'm comfortable with this time. Spoilers, so are you guys ready? I'm going to be drawing one of my OCs this year. I'll basically place them in the context of whatever the prompt words are. I'm pretty comfortable with drawing my OCs, but it'll still be a challenge to have to draw them in situations I probably wouldn't have drew them in otherwise. I'm aiming to see a character development this year, and since I know I'll be busy, I'm adjusting my goals to correlate with the time I have available. So I definitely won't have the time to overwhelm myself with too much of a challenge this time around. So yeah, I'm going with something that I'm comfortable with, which is a good idea if you don't want to overwhelm yourself, if you don't have enough time, and also if you think Inktober is a challenge and you don't want to give up, do something that you're comfortable doing. It'll make it ever so much fun, you know. So that also brings me to another good tip, I think, which is to follow a prompt list. I think this is actually a really important point. You don't have to follow the official one. If it doesn't suit your taste, you can always make your own, and if not, there's so many different ones like online that you can find. Pick one and then stick with it. I think that's the key to taking on this challenge. You'll need a list to inspire you to create amazing art. You'll you'll also be able to plan ahead, and don't be afraid to do that. It's not like it's cheating or anything. The whole point and what actually matters is that you're making art. So for the first time, I'm actually going to plan a few thumbnails and have them ready, because what takes the most time for me is getting an idea down. So I'm going to make sure that I don't have to worry about that as much. Just sit down and be ready to roll. So plan ahead, like be ahead of the game. That's all right. Also, stuff goes on in life, so that's another good idea. I feel like all that I've said suggests that Inktober is super time consuming. Not really, at least it doesn't have to be. And yeah, it doesn't have to be if you can't afford that. It all depends on your own approach, I guess. Mine was to make really complicated, time-consuming ideas last year, but I'm going for very simple ideas this time around, and I personally think that that's the safer route for anyone who knows they'll struggle with that motivation and consistency. You don't have to overdo anything. Create something create something, like anything. That's definitely better than not creating anything at all. And if you miss out on a few days, move on. Or if you really want to catch up, don't let that be something that demotivates or gets to you. Like, I didn't finish it last year, but yeah, catching up on 1 or 2 days is way easier than what I'm doing right now, which is doing 18 days in like less than a week. It's actually pretty fun, or else I wouldn't have been doing this. But yeah, if you're planning to do it during Inktober, which is the whole point, just move on. That's alright. You don't have to do it every single day. There's no rules to this. The rules are that there are no rules. Make it your own. Now, I love being a part of the art community and producing stuff. So that being said, I'm sure some of you guys out there will probably compare your art to all these amazing artists, and I just wanted to say, don't do that. Use the art to inspire yourself and like fuel your drive to want to create something awesome. There's artists that I follow who do crazy detailed pieces, and then some who do the simplest, cutest, like just doodles. And now both of those are like motivation boosts for me. I'll sometimes just sit there awestruck, and yeah, I think it's a good idea to go into the challenge with that type of mindset. And don't compare yourself to other artists. Like, you should never do that. Nevertheless, like during this challenge or even outside this challenge. Yeah, let's see what else. So as far as materials go, I think it's a good idea to go with what you're comfortable with. But if you're trying out new media, make sure you experiment and get familiar with that before the challenge comes around. I bought this new ink that I didn't really try until Inktober came around last year. And now I don't know much about ink in the first place, but I found out that the ink I chose dries up really fast. And I found that really frustrating. So yeah, I wasn't able to like get as much of a variety of tones as I wanted to. So it's always a good idea to get familiar with whatever you're using before the challenge comes around, you know? And what you draw on as well, that's up to you. But I think at least keeping a sketchbook, that's like really convenient, and it's easier to do that in terms of like accessibility. Yeah, just have everything in one place accessible to you, so you can just like come down or sit, or even carry your sketchbook around, so you can do Inktober whenever, and what you're doing it on won't be like the biggest of your worries. Okay. Yeah, let's see what else. I guess, I don't know, this video is almost over. I guess that's all I got. I hope I've inspired anyone out there that's been hesitating to give this challenge a go. Let me know in the comments below if you're taking part in Inktober, and yeah, if you've done it before, and if you are, good luck this year and have tons of fun. Can't wait to see what you guys post. I'm all over the hashtags, like wait, actually, this is another good tip. Look at the hashtags if you're like feeling a bit uninspired. Just go on like hashtag Inktober, it'll be 2019 this year, so hashtag Inktober 2019 or just hashtag Inktober, and you'll see a ton of work, and that's usually like one of the ways that I get inspired. And yeah, or just like whatever prompt list you're following, go on those hashtags, and there will be a ton of like amazing art that you're bound to get inspired. Yeah, so do that. I'm posting a sketchbook tour right after I post this video, so feel free to check that out. This has been a really long video and yeah, you're amazing if you stuck around for this long. Yeah, I'm not someone who actually speaks much, so I'm kind of out of breath right now, so you guys can yeah, check out the sketchbook tool, or just like enjoy the rest of the speed paint without my annoying voice. And yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.